Hello, this video will walk you through circular lists in Java. So what is a circular list? Well, it's a linked list where we don't have the last element end with null. Instead, the last element links back to the first element. And there isn't really a first element. There's only one link named current, which can move around these different links here. So it's just a circular list. It's a loop, and this link current can move around and can be equal to any one of these. So it might seem confusing, but it is not that bad. So let's walk through it. So first of all, what are these links? Well, the links are same as before. So each of these is a link which has an integer data and a field next. We can make a new link using a data specified from the user. As soon as we make a new link, its field next is set to null. So initially we pointed to nothing, and we just have a way to show the link. That's it. So that's all there is. It's a constructor and a way for you to show the link. And these are public fields here. The link is a public field because we want to be able to access it directly from the other class, the CircList class. And what is the CircList class? Well, the CircList has a field, a variable of the link type named current, and it has an integer field named numLinks, which is going to keep track of how many links we're going to have in our circular list. Since we don't have a first and last, the only way for us to check if we have gone through all the links, if we have made current go through all the different links, is by checking to see, by setting up a counter. So if you look at this loop right here, I starts at 0, and we have a loop while I is less than number of links. So we're going to use this loop to show every link of the loop. So that's the reason why we have numLinks, to be able to go one time through the links using a loop, and to keep track of how many links we have. We have a way to check to see if the linked list is empty by having an empty method, which just returns numLinks equals 0, which is either true or false. We also have an insert, and we have a value to find. The value to find is relatively straightforward. We have the same kind of a loop. So we have I starts at 0, and we have I go through all the links. And if any of our next links data is equal to the value we're looking for, we're going to return true. So the one thing we need to keep in mind here is that this value to find stops our current link at one link before the data that we're looking for. Okay, so that's important. And if it's not equal, it just keeps going and going and going. And if we go through this whole loop and it doesn't return true, then we're just going to return false because we didn't find it. So now let's have a look at a little bit more detail. So CircList, the list is equal to new CircList. So what happens is we're calling the constructor. The constructor is this right here. So we're going to call the constructor, and we're going to make our number of links initially equal to 0, and we're going to have a link named current, which is going to be equal to 0, right? So that is our CircList, which we're naming the list in my main. And then after that, in line 159, what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert some links, and I'm going to show you how we're going to build the circular list by visually showing you how we insert these. So we're inserting a 10. We're going to go to the insert function, the insert method, and we're going to make a new link with a value of 10. So that's going to be this one. Initially, its field of next is equal to no. If my number of links is equal to 0, which it is initially, right, we're going to make current equal to new link, and the new link I'm going to call it L1 here. So current now becomes equal to L1, right? So I'm just going to move it down a little bit so for you to see, right? So that's current equals L1, and now current next is equal to current. Well, current is L1, current next is the next field of L1, so that one is equal to current, which is L1. So basically we're telling this here is now equal to L1, right? So we basically told this link to yourself, and we told the current you're equal to this particular link. Okay, so that was the first link we inserted. Now let's go through the second link. So we're inserting the second link in the main line 160, so inserting 20. And when we insert 20, we're going to make a new link, right? New link 20 with initial field next equal to no. Our number of links are no longer 0 because we increased it from the previous, right? So I forgot to change that. So our number increased to 1 already when we added the first link. So this isn't true. So now we're going to the else, right? And now what we're going to do is we're going to say new link next is equal to current next. So my new link next is this, and I'm telling it is equal to the current next. So current next is this right here, which is L1. So I'm telling this one here, you're equal to L1. So basically at this point, I set up a link between these two links, like so, right? So link 2 points to link 1, and current next is equal to new link. So current next, current is L1, current next is this one, is equal to new link. So now this one here now points to this one, right? Current next is equal to the new link. The new link is L2. Current next, current is L1. So current next is this one, is equal to the new link, which is L2. Okay, so now basically we created another, we linked them like so. Okay, so we created that link, and current hasn't changed, but we're going to go and we're going to change numlinks plus plus. So now numlinks goes to 2. Now let's go back to the main and insert a third link. So third link 161, line 161, inserting 30. We're going to go jump to the insert. So new data is 30. We're going to make a new link with a data of 30. Its initial field next is equal to no. The number of links is not equal to 0. So we're going to go to the else. New link next is equal to current next. So new link next is this right here. And this is equal to current next. Current is L1. Current next is this right here, L2. So I'm telling this here, you are equal to L2. Okay. New link next, this is equal to current next, which is this. So now I have basically pointed this link to this link. Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to do right here is current next is equal to new link. Current next, the current is L1 and the current next is this field right here is equal to the new link, which is this L3 basically. So that is now me moving this arrow to this little link here. Okay, so it's a circular list. Now you can see it for the first time, and current still hasn't changed. We're not changing it. Numlinks plus plus is going to change this to 3 now, because we have now 3 links. Let's add one more link, 40. So inserting a 40, again, we're going to go to insert, making a new link of 40. We're going to go to the else, since numlinks is not 0. New link next is equal to current next. New link next, this right here, is equal to my current next, which is this right here. So L3, this is equal to L3. So now I have basically created this link between these links now. Okay, so that's new link next is equal to current next. So new link next is equal to current next, and then current next which is this, is equal to the new link, which is this new link 4, so L4 basically. So I'm shifting this arrow to now go here, right? So that's it. Every time we add a new link, we're going to follow the same process. Current does not really move at all as we insert more links. And that is the insertion process for the circular list.